And welcome back to this week's episode of the Bobby N Renee Show.
Welcome back.
And today's topic is a little bit, I was going to say mean, but
I don't think it's mean.
I think it's a mean topic.
I think it's a conversation that needs to be had.
Right, but it's still a mean one. And I want to let Renee tell you the topic of it because somebody inboxed her, not me.
So the topic is, why do women feel like they don't have to live up to the expectations that they put on men?
This right here going to open up a can of worms that
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I'm ready to open up yet.
Well, I am.
Okay, let's see what you say.
Well, okay, so taking it from a man point of view, I have had this conversation before, right? So taking it from a man point of view, I know we as women, we have these high expectations for men. Right? They have to make a certain amount of money and they got to be this height and they got to do this and do all of that and put all of these expectations on them. But the only thing you're bringing to the table is your butt.
But women's side of the point of view. Now we're flipping roles here. We put expectation on women because you have to be fit, you have to be firm, you have to look good, you have to have nice hair, you have to have the lipstick in the body, you have to have the whole package. So we put these expectations on women just as much because half the women when they take all that stuff off, they just somebody else. So it happens. We put expectations on people.
So let me say this, okay? I feel this way because I know I've heard a lot of men saying that, a lot of men getting frustrated. And men do have high standard expectations for the most part as well. But you have a lot of good men out here that's looking for a woman. And because they don't meet a certain income bracket or they don't meet a certain standard of what you're looking for, they're automatically X'd out, which I feel as though is not fair. I feel as though if the only thing you can bring to the table is your ass, meaning the only thing you can do is have good sex with him, you're not offering anything. So how dare you put those expectations on a man when you're not bringing nothing to the table yourself? What is it that you're bringing to the table? Ask yourself. I don't want to hear that bullshit where you say, well, I am the table. No, you're not. You need to bring something to the table as well. Men don't want a woman that they have to constantly give money to all the time or constantly have to be asked, can I do this? And can we do this? And can you buy me this? And can you buy me that? They want a woman to meet them where they are. And then you build together.
But like I said, like one episode, you said the generations. It's a generational thing because when you grew up in a different time frame. Women now, they grew up on IG and social media.
Yeah.
So they're flaunting themselves on these platforms and what guys are paying for their attention. You know what I'm saying? So they become accustomed to that. So what's happening is that they're taking what they saw on social media into their actual real life and say, okay, well, if I'm getting attention from men on social media and they're sending me cash out for this, that, and the other third, then why can't this man who's a human being, right, physical specimen, do the exact same thing? So that's where it comes in at, I think, because it's a generational thing. Because prior to that, your generation, it was always about go get you a husband.
Well, no, we had those things too. Because when I was younger, I was like, he ain't got no money, he ain't got a car, he don't have no job, he don't have this. But I think mine was kind of like within reason as far as having, because if I didn't have a car and you didn't have a car,
you both shit out luck.
We just gonna be busting it? No, one of us got to have a car. One of us have to bring something that the other one don't.
It was what you had. You had goals. A building.
That's true.
Building
That's
was
true.
your significant other.
That's true.
Like I said, most of the women now don't have those kind of goals. It's all about me, and whatever children they have in the process. So that's what it is.
Okay. Given I understand all of that, but what I'm saying is, ladies, I'm not saying to lower your expectations, but what I'm saying is meet a man where he is or where you are. Because sometimes your expectations be here and you down here. You don't have the right, okay, to set these high expectations for this particular individual when you're down here yourself.
Well, then what are your expectations on a man?
This man, yes. My man. First of all, when I met you.
That was the shit.
Okay.
What?
He had on these really tight
okay, you know what?
Let's talk about it. We here. No. So when I met him, Bobby used to wear these K-Swiss, right?
They was a bomb too. They were nice.
These K-Swiss shoestrings used to be so tight.
Because I wanted to fall off my feet.
And they were dirty, right?
Because they're the only good pair I had.
I didn't know at the time Bobby don't like shoes. He don't like to wear shoes. If y'all ever see him, If he come to your house, he kicking his shoes off. If he have to go anywhere where he can kick off them shoes, he doing that. But I didn't know that at the time. Mm-hmm. But I was like, oh my God. And me, I love shoes, and I love a man with nice shoes, right? And I like a man to wear jewelry. I like a man to wear cologne.
I'm the total opposite of that.
He was a total opposite. Dress, I like from the dress good. Bobby could care less. Okay.
I already got you.
And I was like, no. I'm talking about when we first got together.
Okay.
If I would have held you to those standards of those materialistic standards, we wouldn't be married to this day.
So what made you change your mind then? That's the question.
Because I looked past that. I matured. I looked past that and I said, you know what? As long as you allow me to level you up in that department, then we're good. And that's what I did. I had to hide the gym shoes. I had to go and take them and throw them in the trash, but I replaced them with another pair of shoes. A lot of his little shirts and stuff that he used to wear, I threw them in the trash and I replaced them. And he was open to it. Now, if he was the type of person, oh, you just trying to change me and you did it, then it probably would have still been a problem. But he allowed me to do
First
that,
of all,
and I'm grateful
don't make
for
it
that.
like you upgraded me. You know what I'm saying? I had taste. I have taste. I just, at that point in my life when we first met, I just didn't care anymore. Because prior to you, that's all I used to do was, when I left Philadelphia, I was a J. Crew fucking expert. All the J. Crew out.
Well, I don't know what happened.
So, but you
because
know,
he was them tight case Swiss.
No, because when you become a single parent, it doesn't become about you first. It becomes about your children first.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And that could very well be.
And so the kids didn't look homey.
They did not.
And my kids didn't look homey, even though I had a little help, but they didn't look homey.
They did not.
You know what I'm saying? I made sure they looked good when they was in school and doing their thing. So.
Yes, you did.
So,
but that don't mean let yourself slip. So anyway, if that was the case, we would not have gotten married. If I wanted a man with a bunch of money, we definitely wouldn't have got married. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So those things you have to. I'm serious.
I'm just saying.
If you wanted a woman who had a big old butt,
I got it.
And I don't have a big butt. I'm full figure. But in the butt department, they missed me with that, right?
When you bend over, that's all that counts.
Hips, I don't have that. So if you wanted a woman with hips, you had to meet me where I was at, right? You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. If you wanted a woman who had naturally straight long hair, that's not me. I gotta add some hair, right? So those are the things that you probably compromised on, and I have my things that I compromised on.
I didn't compromise because I'm not superficial like that.
If I was materialistic or superficial at that time, we would not be married. And what I'm saying is, ladies, you can be missing out on your husband because you're holding him to these unrealistic standards of things that you can possibly change because they don't have it right at that time. How about you get together, you come with him, and you build, and you make what it is that you want to have. You build your life the way you want to build it.
But devil's advocate again. Some of these guys don't bring enough to the table for these women to want to build with them.
I'm not saying go get you some guy who want to sit around playing video games all day. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying go get you some guy who just want to sit around and drive your car all day. That is not what I'm saying. He needs to have some type of motivation. Okay? Let's have some. He needs to have potential. He needs to have motivation, not just potential. Okay? But he got to have motivation. If he show you that he can get up and get it, he don't mind working with you and not against you, then it's okay. Those little things can be changed.
Yeah, they can be.
But if a man just all he want to do is sit up and play video games, and he's of a certain age, he's already stuck in his ways, just living where he at. Give him to the little girls.
So you don't agree that it's the age? Is it the age thing?
I don't think it's an age thing because I know some girls that's younger than I that feel the same way as I do. Okay. So it's not just the age thing. It's how you were brought up. It's see, we were brought up in. Let me piggyback off that. Okay. I was brought up in the Cosby Show era.
Right. There you go.
Right.
Let's bring it out.
That's the marriage that I looked at. My mom and dad, they were not married. I didn't have a marriage to look at and say, oh, I want to strive to be like that. You know, that marriage. My auntie and uncle, but I wasn't with them all the time. So I don't know what they went through in their personal life, right? So the Cosby Show was my example of a marriage and of a family and of a togetherness.
But see, Cosby Show,
we don't have that.
Don't have that no more. So these women now growing up on Real Housewives and Basketball Wives. You know what I'm saying? So their level of thinking and understanding is totally different than yours.
Totally different.
You see what I'm saying? Because they're all about their bag. It's all about what bag they can get.
That's
so if a man can't help them get that bag or give them a bag, then it's useless to them. So it is the age group. You say it's not, but it definitely is the age group. Now, there's a exception to the rule, because there are women older than you who still play the field like that.
There are a lot of women that still do that.
But there are exceptions to the rule. But the majority of these women, based on their interaction of society around them, that would get them to that point.
So, unfortunately, in our world, in the society that we live in, a lot of things we look at, we get from entertainment. Exactly. We get from the television. Like when I was growing up, I wanted to go to a HBCU because we had those shows, and those movies and stuff that showed the HBCU in such a good light. We don't have those shows anymore. Mm-hmm. These kids don't want to go to college anymore. They want to do something totally different, which I'm not saying college is for everyone. It's not. But those are the things that we had to look forward to when we were younger. We had those positive influences. Unfortunately, today we do have shows like these ratchet reality shows that these girls are looking at.
And nothing against those. If that's what you like, that's what you like. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You like what you like.
Just know that it's for entertainment purposes. Right. It's not real life, and that's where we get caught up.
Right.
Even in the music that we listen to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Every summer's not a hot girl summer.
It's not a hot girl summer. Okay?
Yeah.
All of us been having some cold girl summers here lately.
And some of them having hot flashes.
Are you? Is that what you gonna do? Is that how we gonna end the show? Cause you about to get beat up. You can't be talking about my hot flashes to the world.
I'm just saying. But you do make a good point, and but I also think that it's always levels to it, and it's also individuality situation. So you can't put a whole group out there. If you're a woman out there and you want something better for yourself with a significant other, then you have to want that for your significant other too, to come together as one. It's not just me on this hand and him on the other hand. Mm-hmm. You guys have to come together and make it work. So if you're not willing to do that, well, whoever you be with, whether it be a man or a woman, then you're shooting yourself in the foot, or you're hindering yourself to get to a next level of your life.
I agree.
You agree?
I definitely agree.
So
ladies, all I'm saying is, if you on this level and you want to hold a man on this level, and then you want to know why you're so single or why you can't find a good man, check yourself. That's all I'm saying.
You wreck yourself.
Men as well. If you right here and you're holding these women up here and you want to know why you can't find a good woman, check yourself. Look in the mirror.
Men, if she don't want to do it, her best friend will. I just had to say it.
Don't say that. You edit that part out. You don't you?
I'm just saying it. Yeah.
Y'all don't listen to that. Don't be out here on Snap. We watch enough of those shows to know. Okay? I don't play them games.
But guys, leave your comments in the leave your response in the comments about how you feel about this topic, and if you agree or disagree with us, we want to know from you guys how you feel about this.
Yeah.
Because it's a very serious topic, and it's not just in our communities, in all communities out there as well. But we want to hear what you guys have to say about the topics.
Yes. Right? So leave your comments below. Let us know.
All right.
That rhyme. Leave your comments below. Let us know. Leave your comments.
Remember the coach show that girl said she might be having strokes? This is what I'm talking about.
Really?
I'm just saying.
That didn't rhyme.
We're going to end this show how we do all of our shows with 1, 2, 3, and peace.